Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back. So yes, you did read the title correctly. I am going to be selling some of my dolls. This isn't like I am starting to get out of doll collecting as a hobby or like I don't love them anymore or anything crazy like that. Actually, the situation is just that I'm moving, not far. I'm just moving into a house instead of an apartment, which is very, very exciting. We're hoping we're going to be able to move in September. But as one does, when you start to realize that you're going to have to move all of your belongings, you kind of think, do I need all of these belongings? And I do really, really love most of the dolls in my collection. So like I said, I'm not like severely downsizing or like getting rid of half of it or like anything crazy. It's just that I do have dolls in storage bins that have just been in storage bins because I've never had the space in this apartment to put them up, which is terrible and sad in some cases. But some dolls I know are in the bins and I'm like, wow, I miss them. I wish I could see them all the time. And some dolls I've just kind of forgotten about. So I figured it was a good time, since I'm going to be moving, that like, if I'm gonna downsize, now's the time to do it, right? So I thought I would just go through all of the dolls that I have in storage and just in my collection and see which ones I'm willing to part with. I could use a little extra cash for the move, obviously, but also just, I really want to try to have dolls that bring me active joy in my collection. I don't want to have dolls that I just kind of like, if that makes sense. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is kind of going through, doing like a collection clean out and selling some dolls. I am going to have links in the description down below if you guys want to buy any of these dolls. I'm going to be selling them all on eBay. I will only be shipping to the United States, so I'm sorry if that excludes you from this. It's not intentional, it's just that's what I can do at the moment. So yeah, I'm going to have those down below. If you want to check them out, that would be awesome. It would also be very, very helpful, even if you're not interested whatsoever in buying any of these dolls, if you could like share the video or share the links with anybody that you think might be. That would be radical, because like, I really would like to get rid of these and like get them to a home that they're going to be enjoyed in. And like I said, I could use the extra income for the move. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the collection now and see what dolls I'm gonna end up selling. Let's get started. Starting off easy on the shelves that I have like displayed behind me in literally all of my videos. I feel like literally all of these are displayed for a reason. They're because I like them and I want to keep them. The only exception being maybe I'm willing to part with Avea Trotter. I feel like I don't think about her a lot, so I need some time to think on it, but she's a maybe. Okay, and then this is bin number 1 of dolls. I'm embarrassed to say that I do have more than one bin. I don't have the space here to display them, but I like have accumulated them. So I think the easiest way to go about this is I'm going to go through this, and then I have 1 or 2 more bins. So I think I'm gonna go through all of them and just take aside the ones that I'm considering getting rid of, like any ones that I absolutely want to keep. There's no point in having in this video. So I'm gonna go through that, and then we'll look at what sort of pile I have after I do the hard part. I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, pardon the mess. That was a lot of effort. As you can see, I have a multitude of dolls here, actually more than I thought I was going to have, which is interesting. Just, I guess, tastes change and thought processes change. So yeah, this is my pile. I've got some Shibajuku girls, which is also, yeah, like I'm on my floor. Everything's kind of a disaster, so I'm sorry. But yeah, I have 4 of these, which I had bought pretty much when they first came out, right around the time of Monster High's kind of initial downfall, just trying to get into a new doll line, and they're really not my thing anymore. They have been in storage for a while, and I haven't cared that they've been in storage, which isn't a great sign. So these I'm probably going to sell. The rest of this lot, I've got like a Barbie, a Disney doll. I also have like a whole stack of Barbie Animator minis over here. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do with these is go through, see if it's even like worth trying to sell them. Like this Laguna doll here, I know might really not be worth anything. So unless it's gonna be worth my time to like post her and like package her and everything, I'm probably just not gonna bother. Or if maybe I should save them for customs, some of the Monster High dolls especially, since I want to start working on some customs. If they're not worth selling, like if it's going to be more effort than it's worth, then I'll probably keep them for customs. Or some, like this one here, I already cut her wig when I was younger. It is supposed to be like waist length, so I feel like I can't really sell her because she's not pristine, you know? So I might just donate her, or I have like a bag of miscellaneous nonsense. So yeah, I guess I'm going to go through this really quick, and then I'll be back with you guys to see what's actually going to go up. Okay, that took so long to like do some research, but it's okay. It was well worth it. I feel like it's been a little bit since I checked the value of any of my Monster High dolls, so I'm probably going to end up selling almost all of these, or like at least attempting to sell almost all of these. First though, let's get out of the way. I'm going to donate, like I said, just this bag of kind of miscellaneous stuff. That's more something that like a kid will get joy out of. I'm probably also, like I said, going to donate this doll because her head is like different than normal Monster High dolls because she was a Create-A-Monster. I don't necessarily feel like I can use her for customizing. I might steal her shoes off her before I donate her, just because I do like these shoes a lot. But other than that, because I already cut the hair, I'm probably just going to go ahead and donate her. And then also this Disney Store Esmeralda. I don't know what I was thinking when I bought her, but I did buy her. However, she's still available in the Disney Store as of right now. So like there's no real point in me trying to turn around and like make a profit or anything. So she's just going to get donated, and some kid can enjoy her the way that I am not. Then for what is going to be sold, like I said, I've got the 4 Shibajuku girls, all like kind of tidy their hair up a little bit before I list them, you know, make them like actually look nice and not like they've been in a storage bin, but they are going to be for sale. Then I'm going to have my Shriekwrecked Draculaura. She is complete. She's got her little Count Fabulous with her, so that's pretty sick. Oh, her bag's on her arm. I was like, I know I have her bag, so I'm going to have her. Also from Shriekwrecked, we're going to have, I keep wanting to call her Vandala Doubloons, but this is Dayna Treasure Jones, so I'm also going to have her. Then I'm going to be selling Nathan Rott, if I can get him all in frame here, you know. Pardon my leg. Sorry, I'm sitting cross-legged. It's fine. I do have his journal, so that's that. Then this was a 2-set Create-A-Monster starter pack, the Ice Girl and the Blob Girl. She does have her shoes, so this is like everything that they had originally come with. I'm going to be selling these 2 as a set. Then, okay, this is from the Ghoulebrities in London 3-pack. This is Catty. I like the other 2 from the 3-pack, so I had bought the whole 3-pack, but I honestly just really don't love Catty. So I'm going to try to sell her, see if anybody does want her. If not, I'll use her for a custom. So like either way, it's no big deal, but I figure if someone else wants her, I might as well give it a shot, you know? Next up is Picture Day Operetta. I do have like the yearbook that she came with, but I did already put stickers in it. So like if that turns anyone off from her, I'm sorry. But I do have her. Also, I didn't say, but I'm not going to be including stands with any of these because A, I don't have most of the stands, and B, what stands I do have, I can use. So, sorry, these are going to be dolls only, but like, yeah, Operetta's going. Then the Surf to Turf Laguna, I thought she was only worth like maybe $5, but I might be able to get like 10 or 15. I don't know. I'll have to double check the prices, so I'm at least going to give it a shot. Like I said, if someone is going to want her and enjoy her, I might as well try to sell it. And if not, I'll donate her. So either way, someone's going to love this doll. Next up for sale is Perry and Pearl. It kind of hurts to see them go, but also the more that I look at this doll, the more that I realize I only bought it because they were like a 2-headed monster. And I don't actually really like the design of the doll. And because she does have a tail, it's a lot harder to do a custom. And I don't know, I feel like I can't do anything with her. So I feel like it's better for someone else to have her and either just like her as is or be able to do a custom. But I don't think she's for me anymore. I think it's time to part. Okay, then this is the I Heart Fashion Wedona Spider. I have all of her goodies kind of like all around her. Sorry, obviously when I take pictures for the actual listings, I'm going to make it look all nice, you know, but I do have all of her pieces. I double checked. So that's pretty sick that I've got all of the goodies that she originally came with. But again, I think this is one that I bought because I was like, wow, this is so different. She's got so many arms. Like, that's crazy, which is true and is great. But I don't actually like the doll. Like, I don't actually like pretty much any of the clothes that she has. And it's just silly for me to keep her in my collection when she's not bringing me joy. After some thought, I did decide that I was also going to go ahead and get rid of Avea Trotter. honestly, I really like the top half of her, minus like the top hat. I could go without that. I like her top half. I think like the wings are cool. Her hair is a nice color. Her shirt is fine. But like the horse half is honestly pretty lackluster and it's such a pain to balance. So she's gonna go. Then starting on the stack of the animator minis. First is Tink. I literally have never even seen any of the Disney fairy movies. Like, I've never been a Tinkerbell fan. I like fairies, but I don't need to have this. Then there's Belle. I do like Belle. However, these take up a lot of space and they have been in storage for a while. And like the Shibajuka girls, I just don't think about them that often. So if I have something in storage that I'm not thinking about, I feel like I don't need to have it, you know? Like there's other dolls that are not in this video that I absolutely am going to keep because I think about them all the time. Like my Freak de Chic dolls are all in storage right now. I don't have a place to display them, but I think about them all the time. So like those I'm keeping, but I don't think about Belle, so she's gonna go. Then I've got Lilo and Stitch. Maybe a hot take. I've never been the biggest Lilo and Stitch fan. Like, it's a fine movie, but it's definitely not my favorite. I honestly just got this because at one point I was kind of acting completionist about the animator minis collection. I don't know. I wanted to have all of them. Don't need to have all of them, so... And then lastly, from the animator minis, we have Merida. You may have noticed that this is not as big as the stack that I showed you before. That's because I was going to get rid of my Anna and Elsa, but Tony's actually a really big Frozen fan and he intervened and he does not want me to get rid of those. So I love him dearly. I'm gonna keep them for his sake. However, Merida, I really love Merida. I liked Brave a lot. I think it was a very underrated movie, but I prefer my like full grown doll of her. The mini version just really isn't doing it for me. So she's gonna go to a better home. And this girl is the last. I'm gonna try to sell her. And if she doesn't sell, if no one wants her, I might keep the cat shirt off of her and like repurpose that for another doll. And if she does sell, then someone can enjoy her whole. So yeah, that is going to be all of the dolls that I'm going to sell. Doing these listings is going to take me forever, but I do think it's good for me to have gone through my collection and thought it out and like decided to get rid of some. Some of these dolls weren't bringing me joy, and so I need to go ahead and just get rid of them. So yes, look for those links in the description box below if you're interested in these. Okay, if you haven't seen my community post explaining why I'm selling on eBay when I originally was going to sell on Mercari, please do check that out because I don't want to like explain it all here. It's like a long explanation, but because I have to sell on eBay, like that is my only option. eBay will only let me post 10 posts right now because I've never sold on eBay before, so they only let me post 10 listings a month, which means that while I originally, like when I originally filmed this video, was planning on posting all of these dolls for sale, I'm no longer able to do that, and I have to just do the ones that are listed on screen here. So these are the ones that I have prepared for the month of July. As soon as I can, I will post the others. So that'll be August when I can post the others, and I will let you guys know via Instagram and via a community post that I've done that. But yeah, just so you guys know, this is the situation. I literally like am out of options. This is all I can do. So I'm really sorry for how complicated this has gotten. Like I just wanted it to be a simple, easy thing. But thank you for bearing with me, and I hope this was still good for you. If not, I hope you at least were like entertained by the kind of like collection clean out video. I know that can be kind of satisfying for some people, but I will be back to my regularly scheduled like normal sort of content in the next one. So between then and that, I hope you guys have a really lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye guys.